pipeline. Raise your hand if you struggle building a pipeline. Raise your hand if you don't even know what a pipeline is yet. That's people or like, people coming up, people that are going to be either clients or recruits. So I want you to scream out loud. What do you need to go to qualify for TTT? By when?
Saturday.
And what do you need to actually get in to TTT? And what else?
License.
And be licensed and have at least passed your exam, a proof that your exam is there. So if you are in the room and you're planning on qualifying and going to TTT and you're not licensed yet, that's another thing that you have to knock out because we only have, about how many weeks for TTT? 4 weeks, 5, maybe? So we have to make sure that all of that is in place. If I was you, I wouldn't wait on the license. Like, go get it done.
ASAP.
Right, ASAP, okay? Because can you control taking your exam? Yes. Can you control passing your exam?
Yeah.
If you study, yes. Can you control when the state sends you the paperwork? No. So if you're like, wait, I got the ticket, I qualified, but my number is not back yet. Is that on us or on you?
You.
On you because you didn't do it fast enough.
Yeah.
We didn't do it fast enough. So that's like tonight.
Yes.
Book your exam tonight. Book it for next Wednesday, let's just say.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we have to close out by Saturday for TTT. Okay? So book it so that it's already there. There's a reason why colleges, even though I didn't go to college, there's the reason why high schools, they tell you this is the date of your exam. They book in advance. They don't tell you, go study, baby, and then you come take the exam when you're ready. No. Some people here, they'll treat it like that. They say, let me study first. Once I'm ready, I'm going to book. That's not how it's going to work. You know why? Because your subconscious mind is giving you an out. An excuse to lag, to procrastinate. So we don't do that. Let's just make an effort. Let's just try to figure it out. Sometimes finances are tight. We understand that. Let's just figure it out. Figure out a way to do that because think about it this way. How much is it to get your exam total? Your license?
Like 150.
150 total. Okay? Do you really think that once you get your exam, you're not going to find a client that's going to pay you $500?
Of course.
That's going to pay for that right away.
Real quick.
So let's just do the math like that. Be like, okay, I'm going to spend this, but right away I'm going to have a client in the pipeline, and that's what I'm going to teach you today. Yeah. Okay, so by when do you have to have the 555? Saturday. By when? Saturday. How many directs? 5 directs. And you have to be at least past your exam, prove that you're going to be licensed, okay? Okay, so now here we go. This is what a pipeline, number 1, should look like. So now, do you guys know how many guests we have in the room today? Anybody knows how many guests? 16. I'm going to tell you right now. 12 guests. 12 guests. Raise your hand if you were not at Phone Zone yesterday. Raise it proud. Very high, very tall. Awesome. Okay, great. So now, raise your hand if you were at Phone Zone yesterday. Raise it proud. Now, if you not a marketing director, no. And if you were a captain lead on Phone Zone, don't answer this either.
Okay.
But if you were not a captain lead or a marketing director, do you guys know how many units we booked yesterday at Phone Zone? Not you, because not you. Let me see. Okay. How many?
We booked 201 units.
200 and what units? Give her a round of applause. She is smart. Okay. Now, would you agree that 201 units, they were not all for BOM? They were some appointments, some one-on-ones, some KTPs. However, for having 200 book appointments, 12,
doesn't add up.
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we doing wrong? Number 1, maybe we are calling repeat people that are not answering. Making calls to the people that are not answering. Maybe people that said, yes, I'm coming, and then they said, and then they didn't show up, and then they're like, yes, I'm gonna go, and just people that are lagging, that they're just flaky. Okay, let's just make sure that when you book appointments, you give an ultimatum. And this is a part of booking a pipeline, so everybody should be taking notes. Whenever you make a phone call, I'm going to give you some tips, okay? Whenever you make a phone call for somebody, number one, I'm going to teach you this business. I'm going to teach you the game of the business, okay? When I call Ahmad, please stand up. And then you're going to tell me, I can't make it, okay? Can you make it Tuesday?
No, I can't.
Awesome. Okay, great. Hang up. Now, you're going to say, yes, I'll be there. Okay, so see you tomorrow. Tuesday, BOM?
Okay, yeah, I'll be there.
Awesome, great. Click. Okay, great. He didn't show up to BOM. Okay? So when do I call?
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning, right? And then Wednesday morning you say, it's because it looked like it was about to rain. Ahmad, I didn't see you yesterday. Everything okay?
Yeah, it's just, it looked like it was about to rain.
People tell you the weirdest things, don't they? Okay. Do I invite him back on Saturday?
No.
No. What do I say?
Book a one-on-one.
Ahmad, listen. You missed out of a really, really great opportunity to meet our Chairman's Council. Now, I don't have space for you next. This is what I'm willing to do. Are you there, Ahmad?
Yes.
You said Ahmad was your name, correct? Okay, great. Listen, Ahmad, I don't have time. I don't have anything on my schedule other than today at 5 o'clock or tomorrow at 11 a.m. Which one are you going to come to?
I'll do today.
Today, 5 o'clock? Okay, great. See you here. Do you have the address, right? I sent it to you last night.
Yes.
Great. Awesome. I'm not going to give him another opportunity. And I'm not going to take no as an answer. Okay? So he's going to come. Why? Because he's already seen my intensity. Now, if he's like, no, I can't. Okay, well, what about tomorrow? 11. No, I can't. Okay, what time can you tomorrow? I only have today and tomorrow. I can 7 o'clock. Okay, let's do 6:30. Can you get off of your work 30 minutes earlier? What is he going to say?
No.
Yes, people like getting off of work early. If I had a job, I would always find an excuse to get off early.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would. Maybe you guys are more responsible than I am. Anyways, I just give them two options, okay, to come before Saturday. I don't give them another Saturday. I don't say another. Sometimes people are going to be like, okay, they stand up and say, do you have another time that I, like another Tuesday?
So do you have like another time?
No, only today and tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I can't
All
go
my
to-
times for the next business overview meetings are completely booked. We're completely booked, but I can only do those 2 days that I told you about. Which one are you going to come?
I could do tomorrow.
Awesome, great. That's how I do it, guys. I'm very, grab seats, thank you for the help. I'm very intentional with people. I am not here to waste my time, neither you are here to waste your time.
Yeah.
Don't think that because other people maybe have a nice job or a Mercedes or it's because they're successful. It doesn't mean that. It never meant that. It doesn't. It doesn't. Just own it and know that the opportunity that you have to offer, it's better than what they have because it is. Right. When in the world you're going to find a company that offers you leadership development, that encourages you to read books, that pushes you to grow, that harasses you to make an exam, to pass your test so that you can make money, so that you can become a millionaire, to get you out of your comfort zone. When have you ever seen that? Ever? Somewhere else. And if you have, please show me. Show me. I'm willing to see. I'm open, very open-minded person. So I'm actually willing to go see.
Nowhere.
Okay? There's very few opportunities about this. Very few. So think, whenever you call your people, no, you couldn't make it. If you say, okay, let me put you on for next Tuesday or next Saturday, you're giving the opportunity to flake on you over and over and over again. That's not how you're going to build a pipeline. How are you going to build a pipeline is by having new top 25s.
Yep.
Every time. How am I going to get my new top 25s? Well, number one, prospecting. Number two, referrals. Number three, through your people.
Yeah.
Okay? Julia, do you have a job? Just say yes. Yes, ma'am. Please stand up. Hi, Julia. I know you're very busy at your job. Texting or calling, texting. Hey, Julia, when is your next lunch break?
No lunch breaks at 12.
12, okay, I'm gonna call you at 12 really fast, okay? Awesome. Hi, Julia, it's your lunch break. How's work going?
It's going pretty good.
Awesome, great. Hey, check this out. You remember how you told me you wanted to qualify for TTT?
Yeah.
Awesome. Listen, I'm gonna help you do that while you're at your job because this is completely gonna change your life and it's gonna get you closer to actually leave the job that you are in right now.
Okay, awesome.
Awesome. So this is what you need to do. Send me a few numbers that I can call for you right now, okay? Let's just go through your list while you're eating. Don't worry, it's okay. And then you get your numbers, okay? Why are you gonna do that? Because if I am successful and get a number through Julia, let's say she gives me 5 people, and I get to book 1 appointment, that's a win. And then I book the appointment and Julia cannot be there. That's fine. You can grab seats. Let's say she cannot be there. Am I still going to run the appointment?
Yes.
Of course I am. And if I recruit somebody through Julia while she's at the job tomorrow, I know that her lunch break is at what time? 12. Hi, Julia. How are you? Guess what? Your friend came on board. I just fired her up. That's this business.
Yep.
That is this business, guys. That's how simple this is.
Fired up.
Hey, Julia, what's your code number? I'm about to recruit somebody for you. Hey, Julia, guess what? Your auntie is going to get that policy that we talked about. Wait, a month ago? Yeah, I kept on following up because that's my job as a certified field trainer that I got matched up to take you on the field. That is my job. That is your job. That is our job.
Yep.
That's how we built all of this. By making phone calls, by doing appointments with grandmas, by doing appointments with moms and dads, by doing appointments with husbands and wives, by calling the people. That's how you build a business here. That's how you build a pipeline for our people. Okay, because let me tell you something about this business, okay? This business, the more you do for the people that you brought on board and the more you do for the people here, the more you're gonna get. I promise you. Whenever you look for the best interest of others, just things are just gonna flow your way. Just think of the energy and the vibration of the energies, okay? Have you ever been around a kid? Raise your hand if you have kids or sisters, little brothers, okay? You know how whenever they're growing up, they don't speak? But somehow you understand what they're saying and what they want?
Yeah.
Why do you think that baby talk? No, it's not baby talk. It's the frequency. It's the language. It's like you understand some people. You understand. You know what they want. You automatically. This business is the same. When we understand what our people want and what they need, this business is going to explode. What do people want and what do people need in this business? They want recruits. They want clients. They want to build a business. They want to fire their boss. They want to retire the mom. They want to send the mom on trips, the dad on trips, the kids. They want to have the wife not work at the job. They want the husband not to work at that job. That's why people are here.
Yeah.
And how can we prove that that can happen here?
Showing them it works.
By showing them it works. How do we show them it works?
Get them results.
Get them results. Book people. And sell them the dream.
Yeah.
That's our job. The best dream sellers, the biggest cheerleaders, the best motivators. Now, that's the illogical part. That's like, oh, the dreamy, yeah, but that doesn't make any sense, Natalie. Let's break it for me. Okay, well, let me become logical for you, for the people in the room. Okay, so what are we, today is what? The 11th.
11th.
So how many days do we have to qualify?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4 days.
Yeah.
This is the deadline to qualify.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it, 4 days. Now, raise your hand if you had a guest in the other room and you still haven't qualified for TTT and you plan on qualifying for TTT. Stand up. There you go, 1 clap. Why? Because they're already ahead of the game. Right. They understood that the game is bringing people to BOM.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you have a person in orientation, a new person, and you plan on qualifying for TTT, but yet you have not qualified for TTT. Stand up if you have a person in orientation. He understood how to use the system and how to leverage. 1 clap. Why? Because the possibilities are bigger for them today.
Yep.
They work today towards that goal. Because some people might get started. That's a win. Some people might not get started, but they become a walking billboard of our business. How does that work? Well, they're going to go out there and they're going to say, hey, I went to this thing yesterday. People like to talk about what they do at their coworkers and their jobs. Really, where do you go? Well, I went to this presentation. They talk about financial services. They talk about recruiting and people make $1 million. I don't believe that. Ha, bunch of rah-rah. And then somebody there hears, wait, what? They talk about make $1 million. Give me the number.
Yeah.
Give me the number. Do you guys know Jason's story?
Yeah.
Jason's story walked in because a friend said, I want you to come check something that I'm doing. Okay? So, guess what? The friend that invited Jason to the BOM wasn't even a recruit yet.
Yeah, it wasn't even coded yet.
He wasn't even coded. And then Jason's like, okay, I'm in. I want to do this. And then the friend's like, wait, you're going to do this? And then he was like, yeah, I want to get started. Sign me up. And then he's like, no, I haven't gotten started yet. He's like, so why, you haven't done this? Like, why are you inviting me? I'm doing this. What do you mean?
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, okay. So then I guess he got started and then Jason got started. But that guy brought Jason to see what Jason thought, to see if he would actually join the business or not. Yeah. That's like a stranger, like a third-party person listening to this conversation. You have those out there, so just the fact that you have people here, the outcome of bringing people to the meeting, the guests to the meeting, it's not for you to get a recruit, even though that's great. But let's just look beyond that. Okay? Have you ever been at a high-rise before, apartments that have like a few levels? Yeah. What do you see on the first floor if you're looking at the backyard of the apartments?
Grass.
The trash can. Trash can level, you know, the dumpster. Damn. What about the second level? The top of the dumpster, you can see what's inside the dumpster. What about the third level? The trees. Yep. Start to see trees. The trees, the roofs of the homes. What about the fourth level?
Now you can see distance.
You can see a little bit distance. What about the fifth level?
More.
What about seven? What about 10 level?
Everything.
Yep, horizon.
This business is no different, guys. This business is like, how many possibilities you have out there? Let's don't look at that person like the first level. No, look at that person like, who does Marlo knows? What's behind Marlo? How many people? How many cities in DFW? Yeah. How many states? Yeah. How many cities in Texas? Yeah. California. About California. What about the Philippines? What about the Philippines? Yeah. We don't know if there's an American citizen living in the Philippines with $10 million and is just enjoying life and we can just roll over $5 million. We don't know that. Oh. Just imagine like the possibilities. So when you bring somebody to the BOM, doesn't necessarily mean that that's the one. Maybe they know Jason. Maybe they know Patrick. Maybe they know whoever is that one person that you want to recruit next. Okay, so just think bigger. Let's go to the person right here on orientation. What's going to come out of orientation? Stand up if you have a person in orientation today. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many is 25 times 4?
100.
100 possibilities. Grab seats. 25 possibilities, 25 times closer for him to qualify for TTT if he hasn't. For him to qualify for TTT if he hasn't. That's a pipeline. Yeah. That's how you build a pipeline. You see how simple that is? Yeah. That's a new pipeline, guys. A pipeline is new potential 25, new potential 25, new potential 25, new potential 25. That's why we keep on pushing you to bring people to the meeting. Because it's not about that person. It's about who that person knows. It wasn't about my cousin getting recruited in Unity. I don't know if you guys know this, but my cousin got recruited to Unity. So when I got recruited to this business, I was 50% Unity and 50% EIB. But then I got married, and then Jason's like, nope, not anymore. Not anymore. That's why you gotta make sure that if you're gonna die, you bring them to EIB. Yeah. I don't care what base. I just care that they stay here. Okay? I just care. So, watching you. Okay, they're coming here. So now, after right here, we don't know what's gonna happen because we cannot control what PHP decides. We don't know if PHP is gonna be like, Tickets are sold out. Places sold out.
Yeah,
We don't have anything more for you guys to qualify. Or we opened up 100 spaces because sometimes that happens. We don't know that. And if we do, we cannot wait for that. So we have until the 15th, okay? Here we go. So now, these 2 pages are my favorite pages from the Fast Start. Marlo, this is the page that I was talking to you about that one time in our private class Saturday. This is the one. Okay, so check this out. Why this is so important. This is how people track their business, okay? This is the most important. People need to carry this one. And even if you're not an FA, you need to carry this page and fill up your roster to FA. If you're not a director, if you're for director and you don't have this list filled up, you don't joke with me because you are lying to yourself. This is the one you need, the only one. This is a promotion, okay? And this is your pipeline. This is new top 25s everywhere you go. Sometimes I can call people, okay? I can call, Ma Cecile. Please stand up. Bullpen.
If I could please have Jenna, Shaniqua, Chanel, Eli, Day, and Marlo.
Give them a round of applause. Woo! Okay, grab seats. So now, let's say I did an appointment with Ma Cecile. Hi, Miss Cecile. You remember me? This is Natalie. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am.
Awesome. You remember how 3 months ago I told you about this thing and I was just barely new and I went with my trainer to tell you about the policy?
Yes, I remember that.
Awesome. So great. Check this out. I already got license. Can you believe it?
Oh, wow.
Yes. Thank you so much. Hey, do you remember how you really liked the product that we showed you at the time? Awesome. I was calling to see if you know of anybody that you can think can be, a good candidate for that policy.
Well, I think one of my friends. So.
Awesome. Do you think I can get a referral? Can you refer me to that person?
Sure, yeah.
Awesome. Great. Awesome. Okay, great. And let me ask you something. Were you still interested about the policy?
Yeah.
Let's just go to coffee.
Okay, yeah.
Awesome. Great. So now, what did I do? I skipped it right away. So I created what? Like, to her, it's like, wait, why aren't you asking me? FMO, grab seats. Why aren't you asking me? Like, she wasn't a client and go, hey, I went, do you know of anybody? Yes. If she's willing to give me referrals, I know she's probably willing to sit with me for another overview.
Right.
So I sometimes just ask for referrals. I don't go for the kill. I go for who else does she know? Because maybe I can get her too, and if not, I go through people. I don't stop right there. I'd be like, who does he know? Who does she know? Who does that person know? Okay? So that's another way to build your pipeline. So then you grab your old top 25s, you start making calls. This is the low-hanging fruit. Whenever people tell you no, I don't see it as no. Whenever people tell me no, I don't receive that, that does not register in my mind. No's do not exist for me in this business. They just mean not yet. My favorite word and the word that I live by is yet, not yet.